Hello everyone, welcome to another tutorial. This is Nora Stitches, and today we're going to we're drafting a corset. Just like the one above there. That's the kind of corset we're making. So I've already started my drafting process. I've taken my shoulder, my armhole, my bust point, my under bust measurement, my half length, and then the length of the blouse, because it's a corset blouse. So I'm just going to rule it straight line so that you'll see it. That's my armhole measurement, and the next is my shoulder to my bust point. That's shoulder to nipple. I'm going to rule it so that it's visible for everyone. And then the next is my under bust measurement. Just as you can see. I'm using the ruler. I'm not using the curves and the straight line rulers I just want to tell you that you can use whatever is available to start. Don't wait till you have all the curves, the measurement rules, special things. Just use what you have to start. So I'm done with my shoulder to under bust, and then that's my blouse length. As you can see, we have all our lines intact. I'm going to label them so that you can see them and know how to do yours as well. So just watch it. It's there. When you're doing yours, make sure you're doing exactly the same thing. So that's my shoulder measurement. I'm going to roll it straight down so that you see how to get your curves. I'm not going to use a curve ruler. I'm not going to use all those curves. Taking my bust measurement divided by 4, that's your bust divided by 4. My under bust measurement, immediately under your bust. I'm taking my measurement, my half length, around my half length, that's around my waistline circumference, and then the upper hip measurement. That's what I use for that point, my blouse line, because it's just going to be on top of my hip. If you have any questions, feel free to type it in the comment section. I'll be there to answer your questions. And then I'm just going to use this ruler to do it. I'm using this rule all through, so that this is what I'm using for the whole process. Then you see, you don't need to wait till you have all resources, all the expensive things, before you can do whatever you want to do. You don't have to be perfect. You get it? You don't just have to be perfect. Just start it anyway. As you keep doing it, you keep practicing, you're consistent in it, you grow in it. You cannot start it perfect. Just start it the way you are, and then watch yourself grow with time. Note, there are no seam allowance added to it. This is just a draft, so you don't add allowance to your drafts. So now I'm taking my bust span, that's nipple to nipple. Mine is 7. You can use your tape to check it, or you calculate it. Yes, that's my, yes, because I'll be taking my dart from there, snatching the waist and every other thing from there. It's a corset, so it has to be well drafted, perfectly drafted, so that you can have the snatched waist look. So that's that. I'm just gonna use my rule to rule it straight, so that we can now start reducing, adding, snatching, whatever. Everything is cutting from this point, the bust point. Even if it's just an ordinary dart, it is still from here. Whatever style you want to create is from this basic blouse that I have drafted that you get it. So this is it. So I'm gonna draw the straight line. Yes, the line is going to get down because we're going to use it for snatching. Yes, even if it's not going to be snatched, because I love comfort. Yes, I really love to be comfortable, but just the effect, we need that effect. So that's it. At the top there, that's for tightening the bust area. Yes, and for this point, this is the waist, that's the under bust waist, where you need to snatch it well. So I'm taking 1 inch on both sides for the snatching of my waist. Yes, I use waist 28 for myself. So it's 1 inches for both sides. Note, for the under bust, for the bust, the top, I use 1 inch, half inch for the both sides to tighten the bust, so that you don't have it open. You have it well fitted around the chest area. Yes, that's half inch, and then from the bust point, you're going to rule it down to the under bust. And then go back in to my blouse length. Hope you can see what we are doing. Just follow it as you can see. Yeah, the lines are very visible. They are visible enough for you to see. So yeah, if you wanted to draft a cupped corset, it is from this point you start making your curves, and then you get your cupped corset. But this is not a cupped corset. I'm not getting a cup. Everything is together. This is the like of an overbust corset. Yes. So these areas that I'm painting or shading, these areas are going to be cut off. They will not be part of the dress. So just watch out for it. So I'm thinking of where exactly I want my top to stop. Yes, for the up part, I don't want it too exposed. I don't want my cleavages exposed. Of course, I'm a very decent person, so I don't want it exposed. Though I'm gonna add a yoke to it, yes, but I want it well covered before the yoke. Oh yes, I finally took like 6.5, so that's very well covered. So it depends on how busty you are. For some persons that are very, very, very busty, 6 might just be a bit far away from the neck. But for me, I'm not very busty. I'm not busty. So this is it. That's where my blouse will be, because I want it well covered. And yes, I want to extend the line to that part so that it is well. Yeah, so that it is well covered. So you just watch as it is done, and then watch as it is done. Watch it closely. Then yeah, you're going to tighten from that point. That's where the bust will be tightened from, and then you tighten. I'm shading that part too. That part will be tightened as to get it very fitted. So this is our draft. Yeah, it's so simple. I'm gonna cut it. Remember, this is just a draft. There is no allowance added to it. So when you do, you don't add allowances to your patterns. You just make your patterns with the normal body size. This is what we have. The shaded part has been cut off and removed. Yeah, so I'm just going to remove that part so you see what it looks like.